Hey, I really tried to record a video and publish it earlier, like 10 days ago, but I had precious family time, again, people that I don't get to see very often, and there just wasn't an opportunity to sit and do things and record a video in the quiet. But I have some material recorded before, but I don't think it will air. I decided to make a questionnaire video, just some random questions, and I spent some time figuring them out and selecting them from the questions I came up to, and so I found some random questions on different sites. There was even a question generator. I don't know, maybe it will be fun, we'll see. But number one, your worst habit. I always used to joke that my worst habit is thinking, and I still think that thinking is my worst habit. I'm not even going to talk about overthinking. But you know what? The funny thing is, when I overthink, I sometimes am right. I end up being right. Thinking is my worst habit, and the best one probably. So the next big tech thing will be, I guess, transportation. But first, smell. Yes, so transporting the smell and then transporting yourself. So first comes the smell, then comes the person, something like that. Favorite movie last year. So last year, yeah, because this year is still going on. Favorite movie last year. I'm a little bit sleepy and feeling so today, but still uplifted for some reason. Maybe because I didn't get enough sleep, so this video will be very, I don't know, random also, I guess. So favorite movie last year, it's Real Pain. So good. So deep and funny at the same time. Good writing. I'm so proud of the director and the actor of Jesse. Very good. I was very surprised he could both write and direct and act, even 3 points, yes, so he could do all these things, and it ended up a very decent and beautiful movie. And Rebel Ridge, very good and very interesting. The last movie I watched also, I put these two together. So it was with my family recently, and so Airheads, a classic, very fun, and I don't know, I wish more movies like that were made, but I guess it's impossible. It will all stay in the 90s. And so before that, we also watched Demolition Man, and I only watched some parts. I didn't see it from the beginning till the end, and so this time I watched it normally, and it's so prophetic. Actually, it described the future. The nearest future is the year 2032. Really precise. Only maybe the clothes are very strange and funny. I doubt that 6 years from now on will wear such stuff. But yeah, other than that, even the chat on the banking machine, ChatGPT, 30 years ago, well described, well visualized. So yeah, My favorite class is no surprise in there: literature, history, English language, and music, of course, because I had the best teacher until I moved here. I used to see her and we talked, and she is like this angel that always tells you the good things, the good stuff, always has the kind words for you, and they come true. And so I loved my teachers, and I'm so grateful to them. Who you wanted to be as a kid? And I wanted to be an ice cream seller. And yeah, because I thought that when I was like 5, 6, and I thought that if I sell ice cream, so obviously I could eat it all day long and not pay for it. But actually, I didn't get the concept of money at all when I was young, like when I was again 6 or 7 when I went to school, because I mean, I knew that you exchange money for some goods, but I wasn't quite ready to maybe do the math, and I didn't buy a lot of stuff before I went to school. So there was a funny story that I sometimes tell and recollect. So it was a break, and everyone went to cafeteria, and I didn't know what to get, because it was like 5 minutes left until the next lesson, and I wanted to get something because I had the money, and I wanted to buy something just maybe to look good, but to eat also something. So there was this orange, some fruit also, and I decided to buy an orange. And I give money to this woman in the cafeteria, and I say, just because I used to hear it all the time, I guess from my parents, that keep the change. And so I give this change to buy an orange, and I say, keep the change. And this woman looks at me so strict and crazy at the same time, because she doesn't know how to react, and she says, "Go, please take your change." And so I take the change, and the funny thing is, so I was buying this orange for a very, very long time, because I didn't have the time to eat it in the end, and I didn't know how to peel it normally without dirt in my fingers. And so yeah, this orange stayed with me up until I went home. Yes, that's my story. Appearance that I was hesitant to try, but I'm glad I did. Teaching, for sure, was another thought that I would teach. I was preparing probably myself for other things, but life has its funny twists and turns, and funny, but at the same time very wise. Yeah, so I wasn't prepared for such twists and turns, but I guess I needed that, and the people, like 200, 300 people, I don't know the exact number that I used to teach lessons to in language schools and in private lessons. Some of my students are still very grateful, still write to me occasionally, still congratulate me with very kind words, and still remember me, and I guess that's priceless, and I love them all so much, and I wish them all the happiness, because I met so many great people of different ages, and that's the experience that changed me forever. And so, yeah, I'm grateful for that. And how would I like the education system to change? Well, in every country it's different, but I guess from what I experienced in some countries, several ones, I guess more freedom in selecting the subjects you need. Not all the countries have this problem, but some do, because I guess less water, more real stuff, the stuff that you'll really need while when you enter the next level, I mean the job, the grown-up life. What is the best thing every individual could do? I think kindness is always popular and always needed, and maybe less pollution for this world, and I guess in all the senses, yes, so physical pollution, but also the informational one, because I come across so much stuff that I don't really need, and even though I restrict myself from, I'm very busy with other things, and I don't spend as much time online, for example, on the social media, but still I come across, the minute I enter the, I don't know, Instagram or even YouTube, I come across so much stuff that I could easily live without. So I'm very, very concerned about the future of the kids and what will they learn, and will they have time for the important things, because too much info, and it's like not even half of it, but most of it is like irrelevant. Side note, I don't want to sound like maybe grumpy, because I think that still this is a great age. At the same time, it's a great age to live, and it has so many opportunities, and we are exposed to so much knowledge, but we have to choose wisely and to help our future generations to choose wisely, to sort out all this info. This country is the strangest in your cultural standpoint. That's the exact words that were the question that I found on one of the pages. So I am the person who read, and also my one of my siblings read Freud's Taboos book, and I was like 7 or 8. It was just I guess my parents didn't realize that we will be interested in reading that. It was just literally lying there, the book, and so yeah, I read that when everything else was read, and even at that early age, I learned that the borders of normal are very transparent, and what we don't consider normal could be pretty much very normal in some tribes, yes, and minority societies, I guess, and so I don't think that really anything could surprise me at this point, because I learned about different laws and formalities and what is normal not in different societies. I don't think that something could surprise me. Pizza or tacos? First, my idea was like to do this short and quick this or that thing, because when it was MySpace, and I used to do that. I used to fill out those surveys with the friends. Pizza or tacos? I think pizza, but tacos are also good. What makes you cry? What doesn't really? But yeah, no, actually after, I think after doing sport every day, I mean yoga, at least I think so, I noticed that I cry and I'm less emotional than I used to be, because it changes your state of mind, obviously, although I can't say that I'm 100% positive, meaning that so much is going on around you, yes, in the world and just in your own world. But still I can say that I noticed that I cry less while doing this everyday exercises, everyday yoga, everyday working with your body and soul and mind. Yeah, but I still cry. I still cry when I don't know, I see watch something emotional. It could be a song. Beautiful music gets me every time. Something touching that I read or come across with probably my kids, with tears of happiness. Yeah, some memories of people that are no longer here, or just some probably happy memories. I'm just sentimental, I can cry. Or an animal or something cute, I don't know, but yes, I cry less. I wrote so much and it's very confusing. Favorite animated film? So it's not a cartoon, I guess, so it's Death Note. If we talk about cartoons, well, any good old Disney, I love it. I watched many times in the childhood and now, so yeah. By the way, what's the opposite of koala? So I have a question for you too. What's the opposite of koala? I came across this question and I was dumb for a second, and then I even googled it, but maybe you can think about it and then Google it also. Maybe I'll give you some spoilers in the end. So, superpower you want? Honestly, right now I want write faster. Like I want to finish the book very fast, but I guess the more I think in that kind of way, the little, I remember this funny drama, little bit faster. Yeah, I go very slow, but with the flow. Pet peeves, my pet peeves. I am trying to be very tolerant, but I think that when others make when a person makes another person feel smaller, and they do that on purpose because they have the power. So you know that when people say that you have to, probably there is such a small test when you see how the person treats, I don't know, those who serve them or those who surround them, those who have less power, those who are weaker than them. It shows, well, how you treat those people, how you treat yourself with others who don't have much to offer, don't have much to return. You don't have any profit, I guess, from that. Shows your personality. reveals your personality. And yes, probably my biggest pet peeve would be if someone is cruel and not kind on purpose. Would you change your name? Probably this will be the last one. Would you change your name? I won't right now, because I came in good terms with my name. I think it's unique, rather unique. Probably not in Armenia, but it also means silk in Spanish, for example. It means other things in other languages, but the funny thing is how people of different nationalities from different countries, how they could always screw it up in different ways. Although I always drop letters, only 4 letters. Why it's so difficult? But yeah, my name reminds different people from different countries. Reminds some other names they are more used to, and so but still I love my name, and I think I'm good with it now, but it wasn't always like that. It gave me hard times when I was in school, because all the other names were quite different, but I stood out, and I still do. Again, not in Armenia, but mostly, yeah, it's I just like the sound, and I think it's beautiful. I ended up loving it.